life is calling my name. I gotta go and chase it. I'm geared up and ready for the game. Now it's time to face it. The great outdoors is my room to play. I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day. I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day.
Hi, I'm Austin, and on this episode of Hunt, Fish, Love, I'm headed over to the beautiful Granite Springs Lodge in Alexandria, South Dakota. We'll watch some pheasant hunting by 9 people I call the Termininers. Then I'm in the glacial lakes of South Dakota with 3 generations of blooms in pursuit of some big walleyes. Then we'll visit a Hutterite colony just outside Carpenter, South Dakota, and I'll learn how to tell the difference between a rooster and a hen. That's all next, so stick around. Hunt, Fish, Love, sponsored by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, DriveSafeSD.com, and by Runnings, since 1947, your home, farm, and outdoor store. And by Lewis Drug, with 45 locations throughout South Dakota, Iowa, and Minnesota. I want to thank all my sponsors this year who genuinely care about the great people right here in our area. And I invite you to tell them thank you for sponsoring Hunt, Fish, Love.
I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day.
Without question, South Dakota has some beautiful places to hunt pheasants, and Granite Springs Lodge is arguably one of the most beautiful. It has granite and springs with crystal clear waters, stocked with trout, surrounded by a red rock landscape. It's just a perfect venue for any gathering, including weddings. Inside the gorgeous lodge, there's beautiful modern bedrooms, clean bathrooms, plus rooms to gather for any kind of meeting, whether it be a family reunion to sit around and visit with each other or a corporate business meeting. It's just an absolutely great place to gather and have fun. There's just so many things you can do out here at Granite Springs Lodge. Get the family together, head over to the game room. You could shoot some trap, or if you want, you could do a little trout fishing. Consider Granite Springs Lodge for your next getaway. I was here to meet a great group from Alabama. They've been coming here for quite some time. Jim, Chris, out here at Granite Springs, where are you guys from?
Birmingham, Alabama for me.
Yeah. Auburn, Alabama.
Wow, Auburn, Alabama. So tell me your story about coming to Granite Springs. What's going on?
Back in '03, my buddy Mike McLaughlin and we came to South Dakota for the first time and brought our dads.
Wow. That was in '03.
In '03.
Wow.
And from there, the families, both sides, started coming with us.
What do you think about hunting the Wiley ringneck pheasant? That's quite a bird to shoot, isn't it?
They're beautiful.
They are beautiful.
Yeah. Really fun to
Flight, it's awesome to watch.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're glad you came all the way up from the south, and you got a little accent too, you know? Even though we're South Dakota, we don't have that South accent, you know? Well, we're glad you're here, and enjoy the hunt today.
We plan to. Thank you.
Absolutely.
The importance of family is not lost on this group of hunters as I watch them drink in the whole experience.
Where's the webbing? Duck season. Webbing season. Duck season. Webbing season.
Owner Jeff Larson and guide Roger Polarize were making sure the hunters were placed in the best positions in the field.
People want to go through there and the one's on. Otherwise, that wing guy can go off on the left on the road here. Probably you want right on the road.
Roger's been guiding for decades, and he knows how to work the dogs. It was an absolutely gorgeous day, and these folks were ready.
Ready? All right.
Even though we knew we were going to see roosters, it's always fun to see that first flush. We had to walk maybe 50 feet up to corn, and the action started.
Rooster! Sit. Yep, good girl.
Oh, some nice flushes.
Maybe I'll get one today.
Yeah, you got more than one. One of the co-owners, Amanda Graves, loves to come along and take photos of the action.
Rooster, rooster!
This rooster didn't have a chance. First, he gets hit. Then, to add insult to injury, he takes a turn and comes down hard, beak first, into that field.
He took a nosedive. That thing went straight down like a plane on disaster mode. See that rooster take that nosedive?
That was amazing.
Oh my gosh. That had to hurt. I'm not sure we were really concerned about the welfare of that rooster on the way down, though.
We're just trying to be humane.
Yeah. We'd rather shoot them than let them smash themselves into the ground at 60 miles an hour.
Rooster! Oh! Rooster! Oh! Way to go, Will!
Look at the feathers floating in the
Go, Will!
It's a good walk, Roger.
Here.
Run, Jimmy, get him out of there!
Was that you or Will?
I did shoot.
Did you shoot?
I did shoot.
Nice shot. That was a really sweet shot. I was a little nervous because I was close to you, but I knew you were being safe. Thanks for not shooting me.
You're welcome.
That's why I've been so nice to you the whole walk. You got a gun and I don't. Did you see any come out on this hand?
Only about 10 or 15.
Did you hit him?
I got one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good man.
Probably just kind of bend your knee a little bit if you can.
Come on, Big Daddy.
If you push your rear end against that bale and then kneel, you should be able to. There comes Big Daddy. Now that's a group of hunters.
It was a picture-perfect day. 9 guns and their limit of roosters terminated. I like to call them the Terma-Niners.
Great hunt today out here at Granite Springs. Come to Granite Springs Lodge to hunt, fish, love. Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
Coming up on Hunt, Fish, Love.
Nice job there.
Oh, way to go, bud.
That is his first all by himself.
Simon, gotta go. I'm late.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down and wear your seatbelt.
All right.
Runnings, incredible selection at competitive prices. Check us out.
Life pulls you in a million directions, which can make picking up multiple prescriptions multiple times a month a tough pill to swallow. Simplify the way you fill and pick up your prescriptions with SmartSync, the new prescription program from Lewis Drug. Convenient and available at no extra cost, SmartSync saves time by having your prescriptions filled and ready for pickup on the same day each month. SmartSync, just another way Lewis Drug is making life easy. To sign up for SmartSync, talk with your Lewis pharmacist today.
There are a lot of great things about hunting in South Dakota, but if safety isn't everyone's #1 concern, that hunting trip can become a tragedy. That's why these safety rules are essential. Know your safe zone of fire. Identify your target and what's beyond it. Make sure you see blue below the bird. Wear hunter orange and lots of it. For more hunting safety tips, visit www.gfp.sd.gov. Stay safe, have fun, and enjoy a great hunting season.
It was early June when I headed up to northeast South Dakota to fish in the glacial lakes. We'd planned on fishing that night, but there was a big storm moving in. None of us wanted to be on the water in bad weather, so we pulled the boat into the garage, headed on into the little orange house we had rented for the weekend. Inside, Grandpa John Bloom already had supper cooking.
What do we have tonight? we're having hash browns and fish.
Walleye.
Walleye and hash browns. The hash browns look fantastic.
And I am certain the walleye will be awesome. After a great walleye supper and some awesome conversation, we all headed for bed, knowing we'd be getting up pretty doggone early. It was just after 5 a.m. when we pulled into the dock, and I was ready to go see what kind of catch these glacial waters were stocked with. I was with John Bloom and his son Mike, and Mike had brought along his young son Merrick, and they were telling me about 22 and 27-inch walleye. I was ready to see if it was true, so I put GoPros on all the guys, and off we went to what Mike referred to as a great spot to get some great bites. The glacial lakes number in the hundreds in northeast South Dakota, and people come from all over the country to fish these pristine waters. Some of these lakes are pretty big, some not so big. But I've heard the stories, and I've seen the pictures of some of the biggest walleyes ever landed in South Dakota, and they were taken right from the area we'd be fishing in today.
You got something? Yeah.
Okay, just got a tiny one.
Got a really big one.
There we go. That's a good sign.
Oh, there we go. First catch of the day.
John, that is the smallest walleye I have ever seen.
Now there's a few of them in here.
Show that one to Vonda. There we got the small.
Got another little one here.
Oh, we got another little one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good start though.
It's a good start.
You got to start somewhere. Fish are nice and warm.
Now they are. Now isn't that amazing? That a fish that size will hit a lure that size.
Exactly.
That's aggressive.
It tells you they're hungry.
Yep.
All right, well, let me introduce the three generations here. John Bloom right over here. This is John Bloom right over here. We got Mikey, his son, or Mike. He goes by Mike or Mikey, but he likes Mike. And Merrick, third generations. Hey, hi, Merrick. There we go. And that young man can catch fish. So we're hoping to put him on some big 25-inchers so we can really see this kid pull some stuff in. And thanks for being with us today.
Time of morning we got about 5:45.
The time of the morning right now is 3:15 in my head.
That's what it feels like in mine too.
Yeah, and I did bring along some pillows and a sleeping bag. While they're fishing off camera, I'll be sleeping, and they'll be catching all the fish. No, I'm kidding. All right, John's going on that side. All right, I'm gonna get a pole in my hands at some point, but I want to watch you guys start out with. Wow, what a beautiful! We have a lot of wind, and I don't know if the wind's going to go down. If anything, it's going to go up, right, Mike?
It's going up.
It's supposed to go up.
Maybe to 38 miles an hour, but we're going to try to get off the water before then. So we got a couple hours to try to hit these things.
Oh, that's a little one.
That was a little one right at the boat.
Come up to the boat. Did you get it off? Did it jump off?
He struck and fell off.
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, hold up. Did it get off?
No, it's still
Alright,
on.
let's tighten your drag up here. I think you got a nice one.
Let's get him in.
Let me show what you got here. Oh, you got a little filler.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
There you say, look at that little. Show that off. Merrick,
Be careful.
that fish is almost as big as you.
You want to take the hook off?
I'll let you do it.
I'll take it off for you. You want to throw it back?
What are we throwing here? What are we throwing
We are
here?
throwing Raffles today. Shallow run.
Shallow runner. That's nice.
SSR 5.
Okay, man. SSR 5.
Oh, there's another little one.
Did you have one?
Yep, little one.
Little one again?
Yeah, I'm not so sure why they like to hit a lure this big, but they must be hungry.
Can you believe that? Little fish like that hits a lure like that. They must be hungry.
Trophy of the day so far.
Let's see that.
Isn't that a wonderful one?
That's definitely.
All right.
We could go the other way and just have the smallest fish ever caught.
Yeah. Well, we better get them back in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get them back there, they don't grow big, so we can catch the big ones.
That's right. Grandpa John was taking care of young grandson Merrick, putting his lure on, baiting his hook, doing what good grandpas do. I was going to ask John about his fishing history, and I had no clue something special was about to happen that would cut my interview short. John, when did you start getting interested in fishing?
Oh, I suppose I was back when I was growing up.
Fish on.
You got a good one. There's a good one. Slow her down.
Probably when I was.
Try to grab that net. I think he's got a decent one on. That's his.
We're gonna interrupt that.
Hold on. Let me
question.
tighten your
Yeah,
drag.
we are.
Go ahead.
See if we got a fish on here.
Yeah.
Good one.
Keep reeling. You got a good one, buddy.
That's a nice one.
Keep them reeling. Keep your head down. Okay, keep your rod tip.
Good.
Don't tighten it too much. I think that's kind of like 4-pound cast line.
Yep.
Yeah, don't lose him.
You won't. He'll get him.
Good job, Merrick.
Is he bouncing your rod? Yep, he's right under here somewhere. Keep real. There he is. That's a nice walleye. Real good eater. Keep him coming. This is his first actual walleye, like a good one as well. Oh, swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss we got.
Okay, hold on.
Boy.
Keep coming. You'll get him right to the boat.
Good, Merrick.
Keep him coming.
Keep that
You're
rod
good.
up.
You're good. Keep your rod up. There he is. Grab him.
Keep the rod up there.
Nice
Nice
job,
job, Merrick.
And there it pops.
And it came off. That was close.
That was close.
Awesome.
That's a nice fish.
Nice.
That's
walleye.
what we're after.
Let's see.
There they are.
Merrick, look at that.
Nice.
job.
Pretty.
Hold that up,
Oh
Merrick.
my goodness, is that
Hold him nice and tight. Hold him right under here. Yep, just squeeze him nice and tight where he can.
That is great. Look at that.
Should we get a measurement on him?
Yeah, let's get ready.
That is just
Come on up here.
I'm thinking 22. What do you think?
No, that's probably about a
Come on up here.
18 to 19.
Really? 18, 19. Okay.
That's about 20.
Just shy of 20.
Just
Wow.
shy of 20. Yeah,
Real
I
nice
thought that was a little bigger. That's
19,
20 inches, though.
Yep.
Hold that baby up.
Here you go, Merrick.
Merrick, way to go, bud.
That's a 19 time.
Gets not only the first big fish, but boy, that's a nice trophy. Sweet job, bud. Way to go. Way to go.
Hold him tight. Don't hang him over the edge either. Nice job, Merrick.
All right.
Nice
Get
job,
right in
Merrick.
there.
Oh, way to go, bud. Give it up.
That is his first all by himself. You know, he's always had a little help.
Yeah.
That is his first get it in all on his own.
That is awesome.
And that's a nice walleye.
That is a nice walleye. That's one for the books, one to remember, right?
Nice quality fish.
Great memory.
Way to go, Merrick.
I remember that morning like it was yesterday, how excited I was to see Merrick land his first big walleye. Grandpa John and his dad Mike never told me that Merrick was fishing with a new rod. So for him to catch that first big walleye was so special to watch. And we were not done. There'll be much more action in future episodes, and I hope you'll come along. Coming up on Hunt, Fish, Love. I've been invited to visit a Hutterite colony near Carpenter, South Dakota, and I'll get to learn how to sex a pheasant. We will sex almost 20,000 chicks, and you'll get to see how you can tell the difference between a baby rooster and a hen.
Look, I know you're upset, but I didn't do anything wrong. Just gonna give me the silent treatment the whole way home? That's fine. But after a few drinks, I'm cabbing it. You know why. Okay, fine. We can still get tacos. You're buying, though. I bought last time. Yes, I did. And you know that.
Before the calm. Before the hunt. Before the climb. It starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings, the best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands in hunting. When you get the shot, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Life pulls you in a million directions, which can make picking up multiple prescriptions multiple times a month a tough pill to swallow. Simplify the way you fill and pick up your prescriptions with SmartSync, the new prescription program from Lewis Drug. Convenient and available at no extra cost, SmartSync saves time by having your prescriptions filled and ready for pickup on the same day each month. SmartSync, just another way Lewis Drug is making life easy. To sign up for SmartSync, talk with your Lewis pharmacist today.
This is every parent's nightmare. But it doesn't have to be. When you buckle up, yours isn't the only life you save.
This summer, I was given exclusive access to a great place in South Dakota, the Fordham Hutterite Colony. I'd met Bill Glanzer at Pheasant Fest. He was telling me about raising pheasants and how you tell the difference between roosters and hens at birth. And I thought, I gotta see this myself.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Good to see you. Show me how these are coming out now.
Oh, well, you can see them right here. This one is kicking out. That's what they have to do to get muscle strength.
Well, they have to do that for muscle strength?
Yeah, if you help them out, they will die. They couldn't make it. So they come out of the hatcher. From here, we take them over here. Some are still hatching. Took some couple days to get out.
Some are still hatching?
Yes, some are still coming out. Most of them are out.
What's the optimal temperature there, Bill?
I'll show you up here. I got it 99, and the humidity is 86.
And how long does it take to hatch them?
24 days.
This is what they call sorting?
Yeah, they're sorting out the rooster from the hens.
This is a hen, and this is a rooster.
You see the outline here. See the outline?
So tell me how you know that.
The outline here.
Oh, the red outline?
Yes, and
let me see
this one does have an outline, but it's not as sharp as this.
But this one has a red outline right there in the eye, right above the eye.
Yep.
And that red outline tells you.
It's a rooster.
That red outline tells you that that's a rooster?
Yep.
Wow. And how much can you count on that? Like every
85%.
single time?
No, 85%.
What he said, 85%.
About 85%?
Yeah.
So, Bill, how many pheasants are we hatching today?
Today, there should be about 15,000.
15,000 pheasants?
Yes.
And you're looking for roosters. Out of that 15,000, how many do you think will be roosters?
Half of them are. Half and half, yes.
Just about 50-50?
Yes.
And that's, you can always count on that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And you're counting out roosters?
We're counting them, yeah, for a guy.
And so many in about, how many in the box?
200. 50 in a hole. 50, 50,
50, 50, 50, 50.
And they can go 3 days without food and water about.
3 days without food and water?
Yeah.
And survive?
They live on the yolk, yes.
So it rotates inside the incubator?
Yeah.
Every 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. How long before those eggs come out?
They're either coming out on the 22nd of May. So nice. Now let them out.
Where will most of these pheasants end up, Bill?
Preserves, lots of preserves take them. There's guys coming today. I don't know what they're gonna do. I guess they release them and
yeah, at the hunting preserves around South Dakota.
Yeah.
Now, what temperature do you leave these eggs at?
62.
62 degrees in here.
Yeah.
Keeps those eggs fertilized and ready to hatch.
Yeah.
When you're ready to put them in the incubator.
That's right.
Wow. How many eggs are in this stack right here alone?
Oh, there's 26 trays times. That's probably 5,000 eggs here.
All right. Now we have eggs in boxes over here. Someone's going to pick up these eggs right here.
Yes.
And take them to their own.
Yes, hatchery.
To their own hatchery.
Yeah.
How often do you have a hatch then, Bill?
This every other week, every 2 weeks about.
How often you pick up eggs?
About 3 times a day we try to do that.
Estimate how many hens you got out here laying them.
I got about 2,500.
All right, I'm going to see if I can tell. I learned to tell which is a hen and which is a rooster. Is that a hen?
Yes, that's a hen.
I got it right. All right, let's see if I can get a rooster. Hen?
No, that's a rooster.
That's a rooster? Darn. Where do you see it?
Here above the eye. It's more intense.
Yeah, you're right. There it is. I better stick to my day job.
Will Stone from Gary, South Dakota was there that day. He was picking up a couple thousand chicks for his preserve.
My dad started developing habitat back in the 60s, and we just continued on. He didn't have a commercial operation in mind when he started, but in 1985 we began with the preserve license.
Up by Gary, South Dakota?
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best.
You
It's
bet.
nice meeting you.
All right, thank
God
you.
bless you. Thanks, Will. Well, Bill, how many years have you been out here at the Fordham Colony?
We moved up here in 74.
1974. And how many people are actually living on the colony?
There is 118 people here.
118 people. Is there always something to do?
There's lots of work all the time if somebody wants to work.
So what would you do around this colony if you got up today and say, I got something I got to get done? What goes on?
Well, I got fences to fix here on the hatchery. I got to get my electric fencer going.
Yeah.
That has to be done yet in a couple of days. And fixing up equipment always.
Plenty of jobs if you want the work.
Lots of work
Yeah.
if somebody wants to work.
So how long you been supplying pheasants to South Dakota and some of the area?
We started out in 1996.
You've been doing this for quite a while, yeah.
Yes.
Well, we've enjoyed the visit. It's really interesting out here watching you sex pheasants and get them distributed, and we thank you for your time. Bill Glanzer from the Hutterite Colony out here near Carpenter, South Dakota. You're watching Hunt, Fish, Love. On the next episode of Hunt, Fish, Love, we'll go back over to Granite Springs Lodge to talk to owner Jeff Larson.
Jeff, how you doing?
Good.
Jeff Larson, now tell me how Granite Springs got started.
We'll follow a first-time pheasant hunter who came all the way from North Carolina.
Oh, nice shot, Will. That was beautiful.
Then we head to Colorado for a wedding. But while we were there, I hope to see my daughter get her first wild rainbow.
Congratulations, little girl. That's fantastic.
Look at that, though. You hooked them perfect.
Then we'll talk taxidermy with Stan Lorenz.
Well, I suppose I was about 6 or 7 when I was downstairs with my dad. I suppose around 15 or 16, I was still in high school. I started doing work for other people.
Thank you, ladies. Nice job, thanks. I would be no good at that. No good at that. No good at sexing pheasants. I can talk, but I can't sex a pheasant.
I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day.
See, Mom, gotta go. I'm late.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. And wear your seatbelt.
All right.
Before the dawn, before the decoys, before the call. It starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings. The best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands in hunting. When you get the shot, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Both my legs were amputated due to an IED. It's when you start to try to get back into like an everyday life. I absolutely felt like I lost some of my purpose. There must be something more. When DAV came into my life, they gave me a new mission. I could still be a productive member of society, could still support a family.
The DAV gave him that sense of structure and purpose again to get his life back together.
Visit DAV.org to learn more about our mission.
We purchased the land about 3 years ago, and there was an old farmstead on there with trees. We were going to clear the land so we could farm through it. We thought we knew where the pipe was and it wouldn't be a problem, so we didn't call to get it located. The work on our property led to the damage of a light crude pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse. Calling 811 and clicking before you dig are free services. It only takes minutes and can save your life.